Hi everyone, Kenfinity here, and here's my review of Hook, directed by Steven Spielberg, starring Robin Williams, Dustin Hoffman, Julia Roberts, Bob Hopkins, last impression, Maggie Smith, oh, I wouldn't be going, Carolyn Goodall, not important, Corso, the most important, Amber Scott, Laurel Conan, Phil Collins, Arthur Millette, Isaiah Robinson, Jackson Fisher, Dante Bosco. No, I gotta do that one. Dante Bosco, yeah. And Rashawn Hammond, and great cast, really is. And this film is about Peter Pan, who is a grown up now. He's no longer the boy who would never grow up. Now he is a grown man, and he's been for years. And he has a son and a daughter. And his daughter is actually in a production of Peter Pan, and she plays Wendy. And Pete and his wife and his son Jack, who loves baseball, are the best audience members. And Peter, he can't wait to make it to Jack's big game coming up next day. But he's super busy at his office. He's a lawyer, and he has to have his assistant go to Jack's game and film, the big win, home run, exactly. And Peter, he's so sad he missed it, but he was so busy, not only with his job, but also because his grandmother, who is Wendy Darling, is being rewarded for the orphanage that she has. She's taking care of Peter, a lot of other orphans, and over the years and everything. And Peter is they have to go to England because, of course, it's Wendy. And it's cool because, it actually is Wendy. How is, what? How did Wendy take care of Peter Pan? What? It's literally so ironic, thought they would fall in love, right? But, of course, he stayed a boy, he becomes a man, they can't be together anymore. And so they go to England, and actually, Peter's wife, Moira, is actually Wendy's granddaughter. It's amazing. And so they go to Wendy's mansion. Go to Wendy's nice house. Not a mansion, but it's a nice British house. Very nice. And she has a housekeeper. And then there's this man who also went to Neverland, but I don't want to reveal it. And he's literally looking for his marbles. Where's his marbles? And Pete and Moira have to go with Grandma Wendy to the ceremony, to honor her and everything. So Maggie and Jack are told a bedtime story. I go sleep. But there's this weird wind. Someone comes in, kidnaps the kids. And when Peter and Moira and Wendy come out, where are the children? So, of course, where are the children? And turns out it was actually pirates from Neverland. The pirates from Neverland stole their kids. And Tinkerbell has to come back and recruit Peter to beat Peter Pan again. And so, long story short, she takes him in one of the sheets from the bed to Neverland. And they're literally, in the ship of pirates. They're literally on Captain Hook's ship. And, Mr. Smee's the one who loves Captain Smith. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. And, of course, James Hook comes out. Captain Hook comes out. And he's literally immortalized TikTok the crocodile into this giant clock. Because he hates that crocodile. Of course, what he did with his hand and everything. What Peter did with his hand and everything. And the kids are on... Of course, they kidnapped the kids. And so Peter, he has to get his kids back. And Captain Hook, he wants to fight Peter Pan again. It's been years. So Captain Hook actually gives him, probably because of Smee, gives Peter 3 days to become, and also because of Tinkerbell. It's this really cool thing that Tinkerbell does with this sword, right at, it's kind of actually a threat. In order to give Peter 3 days, in order to beat Peter Pan again. And so Peter's taken to the Lost Boys. And that's not Peter Pan. He's all grown up. And then the leader of the lot, the new leaders is Peter Pan. Rufio, jumps him. Who is this old man? Yeah, old and fat. He's not fat. He called fat. And that is Peter Pan. and they look in his eyes, and they see that that is Peter. Remind him who he is. Remember that happy thought so that he can fly. He literally, happy thought has to fly because of happy thought. And remind him of how strong imagination is because they have the huge feast, no food. And he makes a really funny joke about a very famous figure who ate more than this. You know exactly what I mean. And it's hysterical. And they get him to become Peter Pan again. And in the meantime, Captain Hook is literally trying to mold. He's tormenting, Peter's kids, especially Jack, because he knows how, Peter. He finds out how Peter could make it to Jack's game. And Smee gives Captain Hook the inkling, make the kids love you. But then Captain Hook thinks that, I came up with myself, Smee. I'll make the kids fall in love with me. Yeah, and of course Smee goes along. But I wonder what he's thinking, especially since he's British. I wonder what he's thinking. In his mind, what is he thinking in his mind? So he's trying to do this to the kids. Well, Peter, he gets his happy thought back. He becomes Peter Pan. I know I gotta go through it. And he sees how important it is to, be a kid again. I think those happy thoughts. How happy, of course, Maggie and Jack made him the happiest, and just think about that, marinating that, and he gets able to fly, and all of the Lost Boys come in for backup, not the backup boys, and they defeat the pirate crew, and all I'll say is that TikTok wasn't through with Captain Hook. That's all I'll say, and so they make it back home, and things are changed. Peter. He's not as business focused as, he's not just business mind, not only business, he's still, focused, of course, but he's not just solely business focused, of course. He has to love his kids, his beautiful wife, who has such close ties with, Grandma Wendy and just with being a kid and everything. And also, the man of his name is Toodles. And he definitely gets what he was looking for. He gets reconnected to what he had, from Neverland. Because I told you he did go to Neverland too by thinking his happy thoughts, and now he has what he had. He has it back, and everything is retrieved. And it's a beautiful take on Peter Pan. Like, of course, like a question everyone comes up with, like, what if Peter Pan did grow up, right? It's really interesting. Like they came like, well, he was adopted after he was 11, 12 years old. Like, he was able to grow up after that. It's really interesting. And Wendy became his grandmother, even though she's the one who first gave him a kiss. It's not an actual kiss. But it's beautiful. It's really awesome how they tell the story. I would have liked to have seen a little bit more of Peter realizing how work is taking over his life. A little bit more of, Captain Hook trying to devise, get Peter Pan to be Peter Pan again, his worthy opponent, Peter Pan, because he wants a real, swashbuckling fight with Peter Pan, So he really wants to Peter Pan. A little bit more of Tinkerbell, Peter, please be who you are, but also he can't stay here. And showing the Lost Boys how Peter can't stay here and everything, But it's beautiful how they get him back for a little while for the swashbuckling fight and get his kids back. Yeah, so get back for the next game. It's amazing. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's a real clever take. And I know people think about now Christopher Robin has done this, and Mary Poppins Returns, but it's an interesting perspective. What can you do with that perspective? The child grew up. What can you do with that, So it is a good setup, but, what can you do with it? And don't just repeat it, add something new to it. It's another trope. Just add something new to it now. I think it's the one that started it, actually. Awesome. And I want to thank Marcus Coleman. So I'm going to have your name at the beginning, too, Of course, you've seen it. For requesting this movie. And there's another movie, I don't want to say it, requested, too. So please keep requesting me movies. I'll see when I can get to them, what I can do. And please keep watching. And yep, these videos. Please like and subscribe to the notification bell so you know when all new videos come out, soon as they come out. And these videos last week Infinity.